Hi everybody. Say hi, Meow. Do you realize you're being recorded right now? Like, look at his eyes. They're so big. Like, look at this cat's eyes. Do you not realize you're on camera? Say hi, Olympia. Say hello. Little camera shy right here. Yes. Yes, guys. I guess Momo really wants to be part of the, look at that. Hi, guys. Hey, how you doing? It's Saturday night. Not really sure what happened to my plans here, but it's okay. So a little bit toward my freaking messy apartment here. I'm having somebody, my friend, and we're gonna do some drinking and some wine finally. So I'm very excited, guys. Anyways, yes, girls and wine. Super excited. Today, though, for work, it was pretty interesting. When I got there, it was a very interesting day. I was just like, thank God it is my Friday and that I get my 2 days off. I don't know. I feel like you guys will start with some kind of energy with that particularly or partially or maybe like interruptions. Maybe it takes 3 times. Do you know how long it takes for me to even do these videos? And these are not fancy. So. And this is after all, by the way. Oh my gosh, I feel so silly. So hi everybody, my name is Jenna. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Hi guys, only taken 3 times to do this. So this is the professional setup life here. This is my handy dandy looking beautiful lamp here that I use. Ooh guys, way too bright. But yeah, I filmed this on my lovely coffee table. This is how I do it because I am working with what I got. It's really rough and tough out here in California when you are single. It appears I'm doing well, but I'm quite broke. Oh yeah, and I might as well just share this now, putting the intention out here because I think I have 2 weeks as of tomorrow until the end of the month here. So somehow, some way, by the end of August, I will know whether I stay or whether I go, and whatever that looks like, I trust that God, Spirit, the universe will show me, and I'm going to go to church tomorrow. So hopefully that comes very, very clearly. Maybe within the next 72 hours, the next 3 days, or by next weekend. But anyways, guys, if you are new, welcome. So primarily my channel here is in regards to spirituality. You know, it's still forming, it's still brand new. This is actually my living room setup, family room setup. Yeah. And then if you are new or somehow you found yourself on today's video, however you came today, trust that you are here for a reason. And take what resonates. There is a message here for you, okay? I do not believe in mistakes. I do not believe in coincidence. I believe in synchronicity. All right? And if you are returning in subscriber or you just missed me, I missed you too. Anyways, guys, thank you so much, okay? But somebody please freaking leave me some comments of what you guys want to see here. So anyways, I wanted to do a fun, kind of lighthearted, live kind of vibe, pick a card, read, and we all love, right? We're going to be using the handy dandy Romance Angels pocket size because I accidentally ordered it by mistake. Oracle cards here. And the question is, what is your love forecast in the next 72 hours, the next 3 days, or the next weekend? Anyways, so yeah, we have the cards right here. The only card we are going to be missing is the True Love card because yesterday when I was trying to film this in my car before work, I guess it fell out in the side of my car. And it is in my car. I did find it today. I was very floored, to say the least. But I decided to leave it on my dashboard because I want to remind myself what the next relationship is going to be about. And I also feel that if you receive the True Love card in the next 72 hours, then I believe that will just be a surprise for you guys. Okay, we actually do have at the bottom of the deck here, by the way. This could be the one. You've already met the romantic partner you seek. So anyways, guys, hopefully, guys. So we're going to do even numbers today. So you get to choose between 1, 2, 3, or 4. Clean my apartment and, you know, just a whole bunch of things here. But really, I would rather have some entertainment tonight. So please come into my life. Okay, so choose your number pile here. It's going to be all live, so either you're just going to have to go with one of those numbers, or you can check out the timestamps in the description box below, and maybe one of the number sequences associated with one of those numbers is going to be calling for you. Or my other suggestion here, depending on what feels right for you, pause the video, close your eyes, and drag the cursor along, because I'm assuming most of you guys are watching this on some sort of touchscreen device here. And wherever you feel guided to stop, that can be either the beginning of your message and or where your pile message is at for you. Okay, guys? So thank you guys so much for taking the time. I will promise make this quick, fun, lighthearted. We're going to just do this. We're just going to go with this. And anyways, guys, thank you so much. Please let me know what you guys want to see or something. I'm here to help you. I'm here to inspire you, and I am here to bring in all the love, and I'm also wanting to receive that love. Okay, guys? So I will see you at each of your piles. Oh, and also disclaimer, I'm gonna just do this open-ended for whatever romantic status or not you are currently in, but it is your romance forecast. The only exception that I will take beside romance is romancing yourself of self-love, which we should always do. Okay, guys? Anyways, bye. This is pile 1, guys, by the way. So anyways, all right, guys, you're like, okay. You know what? Sometimes I entertain even myself. I'm like, woo, you know? I would definitely rather be, there's a hair here, by the way. Entertaining versus not, I guess. So, I don't want to be somebody boring, you know? It's a hair here. It's dark hair. So, maybe that's a message for you guys. You guys are probably a little bit looking for more, lighthearted, fun type of energy, not something so serious. But take what resonates. Maybe you are one of those, okay? So I'm just gonna shuffle this for you guys here. I'm gonna do it live. You can tell, look at that. Oh, we already got one for you guys, okay? We're gonna leave it right here. So I wish I had a fancy setup. I wish I had fancy equipment. I wish that I had a fancier table, or, you know, does it get more views? Yeah. Does it really matter? No. Am I doing the best I can? Absolutely. But I did order a tablecloth, guys. I'm very excited. It's coming. Oh, I just got my text message. Okay, guys. I mean, really. So maybe some of you guys, you've been waiting on a text message or might receive a text message during the time watching this. Maybe this is the start of the romance forecast. Okay, so my card shuffling is not where I want it to be. Okay, so we're just gonna put on my heart here. So this is gonna be for those who chose pile number 1. What is your, by the way, romance forecast for the next 72 hours, the next 3 days, or the next upcoming weekend? You get to choose. Or do you? Okay, so we're actually, before we even start, I forgot we had the first card here. Oh, now I get a thumbs up. Are you serious? Like, okay. Anyway, so I guess I'm gonna have to film this part 4, guys, but we will do this. We have let your friends help you ask for and accept support from others. So give me 1 second, guys, to respond back. Actually, you know what? Take away. Just a few minutes. I feel bad. So yeah, I do feel like you guys are gonna be starting maybe with like plans with your friends, something in regards to your friends. I mean, this is like probably the first weekend I've had all year, really, that I'm really excited about, because I planned like with my friends. I mean, I've had like, besides the 2 times I traveled for this year, I think the only weekend I had that was fun I looked forward to was back in May. And that was a great weekend too with friends. But like I had put the intention out there that I wanted to utilize every single weekend, not spend by myself, and make sure I find the love of my life. And it's August. It's almost the end of August. And I've been doing a lot of introspection work this year. It's been really great. It turned out exactly like I wanted it to do. Fantastic, guys. But actually, I've been feeling really good lately, so I'm really happy and really excited. I'm also really happy because this festival I wanted to go to that I was bummed out because I kind of forgot about it. They just emailed me, say, hey, the most romantic lights in SoCal are back until October. And I was like, oh my gosh, I get a second chance. So I'm going. I'm so excited. And it's actually purple too, so I'm very, very excited. And you know what? I'm just gonna give it to myself like I always do. Forget it, man. Like, you get tired of waiting, you know what I mean? Like, sometimes you just gotta just do it. Like, forget it, you know, just get out of that energy. So, yeah, so maybe that could be a good message for you guys. But yeah, so maybe definitely starting off with some friends here. Either you might be going for support, right, or friends are there to support you. I'm seeing 3, 4, possibly 5, or just like either a girls' weekend or a boys' weekend, most likely, or guys' weekend, I guess, or most likely these are females. Okay, if you are male, let me know. Okay, very rare. Okay, but anyways, maybe you're my secret admirer. Who knows? And then maybe you and I can get married. Because I don't know if I can keep waiting. But anyway, so let's see what the rest of your guys' message here is. Imagine. Oh no. So, what is the forecast? Your romance forecast for the next 6 hours. We make romance, man. We make romance. All right, guys. So, come on, baby. Don't be like that. Am I this weird? Am I this random? Yes. It's a little bit more contained for work though, but my assistant has to constantly bring me back down to reality. But that's also because I'm like dealing with 1,000 things at once as a manager. So I feel like, ooh, never have enough time in the day. Ooh, keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. If you look, there's the friends again here. 3 could be very significant here. You go out with friends. Connection to friends of some sort, for sure. Possibly through a friend. They could be a friend. All right, I'm digging this, right? So what else for you guys? Ooh, it is safe for you to love. Open up your heart to receive the highest energy of all. Fantastic, guys. I love it. Actually, this is part of that, spoiler alert, that post I did yesterday, one of the cards. So you definitely will check that out. But this is definitely a safe, secure connection. It is up to you if you want to decide to open your heart to not only receive, but to give the highest energy of all. It's your choice. Okay, you get to make that choice. It's there for you. You get to make that choice. So, as I mentioned, this woman's depicted on a high horse, and the person who's offering this is like on the ground. And so I take this as like purity, white. So that could be like in regards to your relationship. You've either been possibly innocent or don't have a lot of experience in like long-term relationships, or you've never had a relationship like this before. And also in regards to him, he's on the ground, so it's a grounding, long-lasting energy type. And again, spoiler alert, guys, if you decide, whatever you decide to choose, either path is going to give you what you want, what you need, and what is good for you. But whatever decision you make, it will be lifelong. So do you want a safe love, a secure love, a gentle love, a trustworthy love? one that you possibly most likely have never experienced before. Hello, this is not focusing. There we go. Or do you just want to stay on that high horse and think about it for the rest of your life and see what's out there? It's up to you. Actually, both are right, and I can't tell you what to do, but... And also, you know, the thing too about friends, if they're good people, they have your back. They know you for who you are. They've probably seen you through a lot of different stages in your life. And, you know, that would be probably your best bet. Sometimes the loves that are depicted in the movies, as much as they're idealized or idolized, or they burn fast. And I've definitely been there, done that for sure, actually. Even was told to be careful of that, and it happened anyways. You know, and the ones that are super dreamy and say all the right things and fall head over heels before you're swept off your feet. Well, guess what? They can't handle the real you, or they liked you on the first day better, or they want you to change in some way, shape, or another, and they never really come back, and you actually really believed them. But was it your loss? No. It was theirs. So, let's see if we get any other messages for you guys. Woo, 10 minutes here already. You know, I got so much to do. I think I need more time in the day. I need an assistant outside my life. I need somebody to help me out. Financially, though, too. I need help. Because I cannot do this on my own. Oh. Okay, so that is going to be where we're going to end with you guys, too. Lots. So, it's funny because I was talking about I need help on my own here financially. So, yeah, what's interesting, we do have the religious factors. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. Oh, it says your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. So I can't remember what that depiction is. Oh, that's the engagement card. Give me 1 second, guys. I'm sorry, guys. I felt I had to respond back. Anyway, so that commitment card actually, because that's the one I memorized. This is definitely here for higher purpose for you, and I do feel that this is going to come possibly at the right time, or because this is a, you know, forecast kind of situation here, that the timing will just be perfect in its own way. No mistakes. You doesn't, you know what I mean? Like, doesn't like miracles don't have to be like super big, and timing doesn't have to be like anything special or grand. But things really do come when you really do need it the most. We also have passion here, so bow chicka wow wow. Okay, hello. This is not focusing, for Christ's sakes. Okay. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. I'm trying to read this backwards. So, you're looking for some more romance, you're looking for some passion here. It's right here. This person is definitely feeling passionate about you. Maybe somebody wants to be more than just friends. Get out of the friend zone. Ooh. You deserve love because you are lovable. You really, really are. So Cupid's going to shoot its arrow at you whether you like it or not. You know why? Because you are being called to free yourself. It's time to take back control of your life. You are a beautiful, unique unicorn. One of a kind. The last unicorn. But you also are being called to get out of this isolation here. One that you've kept yourself in. And this safe love, it's going to also be a very freeing love. So you don't have to be afraid of like losing your identity or losing yourself. And you can still be your unique unicorn version of you. if my friend Vanaya was watching this, she'd be laughing because I said The Last Unicorn. Freaking love that movie as a child. For some of you guys, if you grew up back then, I think it was like in the 80s when that came out, the storyline somehow may be pertaining to you. It's kind of like, I remember it's a unicorn and she's the last of her kind. I can't remember what happened. I think she gets like, something happens and she ends up becoming human temporarily. And like this guy falls in love with her, like a prince or something, and then she ends up becoming back a unicorn. And he realizes that, and then there's like a red bowl in the water. That stuff doesn't happen every single day. I haven't heard about that anyways lately, but I don't know. So, I don't know. So, can't say that I am a unicorn, and I can't say that I've seen any red bowls lately, unless it's a drink. In regards to somebody falling in love with me, let me tell you guys when the last time that's been. It's been a long time, okay? So, and then, but I can definitely resonate about being alone. So sad. Out here, baby. Look at that. We got the separation card. See, the cards even confirm my life. Okay, so separation, time apart from your partners on the horizon. Interesting, though. And then we have the honeymoon card. Enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. So this is quite a bit, guys, for 72 hours, first of all, or 3 days, or for the weekend. So you guys might have a big weekend, okay? Now, these energies may not be the full potential of, like, you know, that's going to transpire. If it does, then you need to make yourself like a movie, just like Training Day, okay? And then actually, to be honest, I'm definitely open for that for you guys. But it has to, at the same time, pertain somehow. So let me give a great example for you guys here. And again, take it how it resonates for you guys. This was just more for fun. There is a connection here in regards to friends. This is confirming that this is a safe love. This is coming into your life for your higher self, your higher purpose. It is spiritually divine. It's because you are lovable and you deserve love. As well as you are being called to free yourself from isolation. As well as you are being told and being called to allow yourself to be more passionate and to receive passion. I do feel that passion has been quite lacking, and passion in all things, okay, guys? Passion about life, passion about yourself, passion about a person, you know, however that resonates here, just passion, like to experience it, you know? Now, in regards to the honeymoon and separation, so some of you guys, this could even be about somebody that you're currently in some kind of separation with, and there's some ties to friendships here, or separated by distance, or like, because they're technically still there, or that some kind of separation was before the 72 hours or 3 days or weekend, or there will be some time apart after, before like a trip here. But if I was to explain like how simple terms how this would look, give me a second, let me even try to think of this. Okay, let me just provide a great example of how this would like look if I was to do this. So let's say I have plans for my weekend, okay, because I'm on the weekend to hang out with my friends. And throughout this weekend, on one of those occasions with my friends, somebody comes along into my life, however they come along, who is a guy, because I like men, and who is somebody that is different from my usual types, but at the same time someone that I am also keeping an open mind about, or would definitely consider to keep an open mind about having a romantic relationship with, okay? And again, that will come in very many ways. I do think that number 3 will be significant in some way. I do think that there could even be like a connection with your friends there. So sit down possibly too. But again, open-minded. And this person is somebody that is going to be very safe, somebody that's very secure, somebody that's very genuine and trustworthy. And they exude this, and you know this. Somehow you guys just know this. And whether or not a formal commitment of offer of love or commitment is on the table during this weekend, it just depends on your story. But I did actually state that in this, so possibly there could be, again, how it resonates. And this is because this is your time to experience this now in your life. You have been for sure single for a long time, or you have been doing a lot of like isolation lately, or just being at home or introspection. It's been quite some time since you really either experienced a relationship or just been like hanging out with your friends. And it's time. It's definitely time. And the reason why this is happening now is because you know your worth. You know that you are lovable. And, you know, it is time for you to be shot by Cupid's arrow. And in response, and because of this, you will be able to become more passionate about your life. I think that there is something that's also waiting to come about from your passion that is wanting to just like come about, or just like be resparked. Something, because of this connection, it will inspire you to become more passionate. And because of that passion, I think that actually has to do with like another purpose of yours. So you actually need to become more, like, you are like needing to become inspired. So this is like your muse in some way, and there's another purpose that we don't know about at this time that comes from that, okay? Now, for some of you guys, it could be about somebody who's in separation here, or there could have been like some kind of time frame, like delay either before this or afterwards. It just really depends, and that's, I can't tell you guys. Some of you guys could also be, I'm getting this message now with these two. Maybe they just want to kind of like spend some time with you, especially if there's been some separation, or just take the time to spend time with you. Time could have been a factor here, especially if your language is quality time. Like they might want to just spend like the weekend with you. And so if, again, everybody's situation is different. If it's brand new person, I would probably recommend not doing that. But hey, but if it's somebody that's is not that case here, and there has been, they might come in like a whirlwind, and you guys like, you know, just end up maybe not quite this weekend, but like the next weekend or something like that. Other you guys, there could be some kind of trip. Now that could just really pertain like, you know, you visiting them visiting you guys going on a little road trip. It's all just really depending. But ultimately this stems from the next 72 hours, the next 3 days, or the weekend, okay? So let me know, guys, how that resonates for you guys. I'm actually really excited for that, so please share if you want to share. This was for my group number ones. You can comment number one. You can comment anything that you feel guided to do so. And I hope this was kind of fun for you guys, and also just to see me be a little bit more me. Anyways, guys, until next time, bye. My 222s, okay, guys. Okie dokie. So we're going to do that. So I'm going to shuffle the cards live for you guys. Disclaimer again, once again, that I do not have the true love cards. The only cards I'm missing in the deck. I apologize, but that's because if you were to experience true love within 72 hours, then you need to be writing a movie or a book or something like that, and that should be a surprise from Spirit. So I ended up paying back for my plans, but it was a little too late, so that's okay. Sometimes you just gotta like trust in things and let go of the need to control. Whatever is meant for you will come, whether you are sitting at home or you are actively being involved. But it will never come if you force things. Like, don't force it. And you gotta come with that mindset. Like, hey, you know what? If it's meant to be, it will be, okay? So that could resonate for you guys' situation in regards to your romantic forecast. Okay, we can't take all that. So we're not going to. Right now I'm just trying to get these cards situated here. We will take this one though, because I just feel guided. No, I was saying my other, I wish I had a fancy setup here, fancy filming equipment, fancy lighting here, but I don't. I'm using my coffee table here, my lamp one for school, and my little tripod, which I did order on Amazon. I did share that I did order a new tablecloth here, so I'm very excited. It's supposed to come from Amazon here, and I did get a couple more decks here. Very excited. One of them is from Australia, which is really cool because I've always wanted to go there, and it's from Australia, and my cousin most likely is moving out there, so very excited for that. Now I would love to be having all the money in the world, so I wouldn't have to stress out. And you know what? I'm just going to manifest that. I get a big fat check from my former employer somehow. All right. So, yes, I like to be random. I like to talk a lot. I do think I have ADHD, and I do, I'm trying to really just be my truly authentic self, as we all should be. And I say like the most darnest things, but that's me. And so I do think that either you are like this or your person, however this comes about with your romantic forecast. I was thinking about that today too. I was looking at my apartment. I was like, huh. I was thinking about a comment that somebody said when I first moved in here. And like for a lot of people, probably people be like offended in some way, even though it wasn't even offensive. But I was like, I didn't even think about it at the time. I was just like, oh wow, very observant. But I was just thinking about that today. It popped up in my head, and I was like, oh, like I would have done the same thing. It's so funny. Like I'm like the same way, where sometimes I say things and people maybe are like, what the heck? Like it's not like it was offensive in any way, but it's like at the same time people like overthink things, or like they take things the wrong way. But it's it was very nice and genuine, and I do miss that energy. But you know, unfortunately, everything always works out. So anyways, for you guys, bottom of the deck here, we have keep an open mind. Your usual type. I'm sorry. For the bottom of the deck here, we have keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. So it was also in the last pile. So they say anyways that the one you end up with, like married or whatever, sorry, I just got a text message. That they are usually not your type. And I was kind of confused about that because like, well, I would have to be attracted to them, right? And some people, like, I guess that they may not be necessarily attracted to their partner, but I guess like personality or whatever else that they also look for. I mean, of course, there's other things, but I guess that some people like, oh, you know what, personality won me over and stuff. But what I've also come to learn is that you can actually still be very much attracted to your partner, and I believe that you will be. However, attraction resonates. So maybe like intellectually or just spiritually or whatever. But what I also think, because I don't know, is that the person that you end up with, in regarding that they are not your type, is not necessarily like not your type, but that it's not a type of like person or a relationship that you would have like necessarily gone for or have ever been in before. And it doesn't mean that they're not, like, again, not attractive. It's just that something about this person, like, I don't want to say like that you wouldn't have dated them, because obviously you end up with them. There's just like something about them that's, I don't know how to explain this. Shoot. So maybe like for some of you guys, I guess a simple example, like maybe for some of you guys like to text and communicate every single day, right? You know, and that's just something that's like a requirement of yours and that. But you end up meeting somebody and maybe like you guys don't always do that, like while you guys are dating and stuff. Obviously when you're married, hopefully you do. And that usually would have been like a big deal, but it's like okay, like, or something like that in a way. Siren, guys. That's I think I just got that right there. I think that was like confirmation I hit the head right on the nail. Pretty sure it's like the ambulance, if I'm not mistaken. But, or like another example is like one of my past relationships, they like to collect certain a certain hobby of theirs. It was a collection. It was actually really cool because it was something they were passionate about, but I would have probably not intentionally dated somebody who had interest in regards to that. It wasn't anything bad. It wasn't anything bad at all. But if I would have known, like, I probably would have been like not wanting to just because of that. But then because like I got to know the person, it was like, I was like, okay, I can deal with that. You know, something like that. So, because obviously don't end up with somebody just because if they don't like, if you're not feeling them, don't anyways. And so, and yeah, speaking of not feeling them, yeah, make sure you guys are passionate about each other. So, and passion comes in all forms. So this is allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. So passion, definitely. Attraction, yes. But passion because you are passionate about the person, just the person itself. Passionate that, you know, you found somebody that you're able to love and be loved by and be comfortable with, and vice versa. And just passionate that you get to be like theirs and get to know somebody that's so unique and special and alive. Someone that inspires you. So let's get into that, guys. Speaking of, so I think because I actually went on that tangent, I feel that you guys are actually, for this pile, this is going to be your person you do actually end up with. I just realized that now. Okay, guys. And it's taken quite a bit just to get there. So it might have been quite a journey, guys, for you guys. So if you guys are watching this and you're young, maybe a little bit before you get there. But that's okay, because honestly, you want to be able to really get to know somebody first. The passion that burns out, that like burns fast, also burns out fast. I think the slow, always burning for you passion that can be reunited anytime you want is much more worthwhile. So what is the pile number 2 forecast in their romantic life? I got startled right there, like I was expecting something. It's in the next 72 hours, next 3 days, next weekend. Right now, maybe, I don't know. Are you expecting something? Expecting to hear from somebody, some kind of communication, notification, something in regards to time. Expectant, very expectant. So you know how like you're like wait, you know how like you're waiting for like results or something, and you're like it takes forever, and then when you finally get it, it's usually because you're not like waiting, but then you're like, oh my gosh. But then I also am getting this message kind of like catches you off guard a little bit, like might make you jump back. So, and I almost crushed this card, which was make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps that you are guided to take. So, don't crush that opportunity, first of all. If you are guided to take action, which I don't think that you are, but who knows, you guys can choose. Don't crush that. Or you're going to crush the opportunity. I guess you're going to get it, right? But I am thinking, forecasting, I guess you can say, that if you are expecting like some kind of effort made towards you, I don't think that you will be too wrong about that. And I do think that that will be within the next 72 hours, next 3 days, a week from now. I'm hearing within maybe the next hour, next 13, 15 minutes, right? Between 1 to 3. It's going to kind of catch you off guard, because it's like, even though you were expecting it, you're like, you know, somehow it's going to catch you off guard. Like, you're like, oh my gosh, like I actually heard from this person. Or, like maybe like the communication or effort put into it might really like catch you off guard. And for some of you guys, it might make you like kind of like really jumpy, like in a way, like 11:11. Or there's definitely like the steps. something that will definitely catch you off guard, even though it's been expected, which is interesting. So, okay, guys, I need to forecast more. Okay, gotta talk right. What is the any more forecasting for my pile number 2 here? What else for the next 72 hours, 3 days, the weekend? We have the separation card. Time apart from your partner is on the horizon, but it also came out with the unrequited love card. There's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going, which is interesting. Because it's like, okay, yeah, separation and unrequited love. So I'm actually going to clarify this for you guys. So this is definitely about, I mean, of course you're expecting this now. This is you're expecting this. Like, this is expected in some way because you know this. This is not going to be somebody new. Let me get clarification for these, okay? So, for the separation card, can I get clarifier for what the separation time apart from your partner? That's a lot, guys. But it came out quite quick. This is too many cards. Wow. So we have love yourself first. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. We have the retreat card. Yeah, they retreated, right? Somebody who retreated from you, okay? It's time to disconnect from the world or is disconnected from you. Retreat. Getting to know each other as you reveal your innermost selves to each other. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. And finances and career. Financial issues are affecting your love life right now. So the reason by the separation, so whether or not this is past, present, or future, it has to do with, number one, finances and career in some aspect here. Financial issues is highly focused, so most likely not doing well financially. Because if you were doing really well, I don't think you would separate, but who knows. But it is definitely a person who has retreated from you. And it's interesting because we have they look like they're wearing wedding clothes. And so it's funny because I was just talking about how this pile is, I feel like your partner that you end up with. So, surprise, surprise, guys. Maybe imagine that, right? So anyways, definitely there's been, like, they've definitely retreated. For some of you guys could have gone on some kind of retreat, or maybe you guys might do like a retreat. I don't really think that. I take it more like that they retreated from you. And this is also because as you guys were getting to know each other, like on a deeper level, and really like showing your most true, authentic selves, which is supposed to be deepening experience, this actually like scared them in some sort of way, because either they needed to love themselves more, possibly because they saw that you had a lot of self-respect, or because they have a lot of self-respect for you and they wanted to show up more in a romantic kind of energy, or they wanted to be more of an attractive romantic partner for you. But it's also because they were being pulled away because of this, or will be, or currently are. Now, I'm thinking that you guys are probably feeling that the real reason is because it's unrequited, and that there just wasn't enough attraction or chemistry or desire or need or want or to keep the relationship going. But let's see why. Let's see the truth of the matter here. Am I supposed to expose this? I don't know. So it's a reason. Can we get clarification for that unrequited card? Required love. I'm also hearing Detective Gadget. Okay, guys, yeah. So, it is safe for you to love, to open your heart, to give and receive the highest energy of all. So, is it unrequited? Was there not enough attraction and chemistry? Was there no desire to keep the relationship going? Or were they afraid to open up to you, to give their heart to you, because they knew that this is a love that's going to take you guys so much higher? Or were you? Or both? I want one more clarification for you guys. So, very juicy, huh? Right? All right. Right? Oh, chicka wow wow. So, let's talk about it. Let's get one more clarification. Maybe there was something in you that triggered them in some sort of way. They weren't expecting you, weren't expecting this from you, with you, weren't ready. Maybe they're too scared to really be happy. Are you scared to be happy? Maybe you guys both need to realize that you just really want to be happy. Maybe you guys meet each other some way, huh? I'm feeling deja vu right now, too. It's crazy. Oh, yeah, because we did talk about this for you guys. With bottom deck energy. So we have, once again, that confirmation of keeping an open mind that your soulmate may differ from your usual type of expectations. So that is definitely, you are definitely on their mind. And you're possibly more likely than not thinking about them too, right? And it's definitely somebody from your past. You guys believe in past lives? I don't really know. I do believe in, like, heaven. I guess I took a test one time. Apparently I had, like, 11 past lives. So hopefully this is the last one. You know, because I'm pretty much done with that, you know. I don't know. It's sometimes, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it. But sometimes I feel like deja vu experiences for sure. I met one person one time where I had, like actually one of my past relationships. It was crazy. Like, we kissed, our first kiss, and it was like my soul, like, was like, oh my gosh, there you are. I missed you, like, so much, right? It was so crazy. And I thought that person was going to be the one, but they didn't end up being the one. They were actually the person I was talking about earlier. One of the readings, messages about them not staying, actually, after all. Does that make them a bad person? No. But maybe they were in their lifetime, or that they were supposed to somehow be a catalyst to bring me to the one I was meant to be with. Sometimes we feel that our souls found our certain somebody, but for whatever reason, we were wrong. Maybe that's why you or this person or both are scared, because you really been there and you really thought that, and you're like, oh my gosh, I just don't want to feel that again, which I totally understand, guys. I really do. Like, but you got to ask yourself, like, do you want to be loved, or do you want to experience that, or do you just want to spend the rest of your life by yourself? After a while, you kind of have to ask yourself that question. And you know, there is no guarantees, you know, and stuff like that. So, I mean, it is scary. But I think being alone is a lot more scarier and a lot more lonely. And the thing is, that person eventually is going to move on, and they are going to find somebody else, whether they feel great deep connection or not, because if that's what they want, they're going to get it. So I think that the next 72 hours are going to really be about taking those steps, if this is what you want, and or whatever side that you are on, the other person, the next 3 days and 72 hours of the weekend, will be determining in some way, shape, or another, some kind of confirmation in the physical present world, like confirmation, like actual confirmation, like I can feel them, I can touch it, like there is no more like fluff. In the other side of this equation, it will provide a confirmation that has been needed for this person to make a decision about the direction they want to move into. And if they don't, then that's their answer in itself, right? So, any last messages for you guys? We did get healing family issues here. Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. So definitely healing is going to be called here for. This can also be very healing for both of you to possibly heal childhood wounds or past wounds. Some of you guys, it could be like healing within your family as well, or because you have done some healing recently in regards to family dynamics. However that played out, that's why it's coming now. So you will, that's how you recognize it. And it doesn't always mean that things will work out happily ever after. I like to believe in that stuff, but I recognize, and that just in case this card came out again, that's crazy. There's 3 aspects here. But because this is the person you're going to marry, because I already said that, some of you guys, you guys actually will have a child, most likely like a child, and that will actually be even more healing for you guys. So there is something about your childhood that will be very healing when you guys have a child. Yeah, I think that's, maybe you guys are meant to have a child together. I am thinking a little bit bad things right now, so I'm not going to say anything, but I'm just being like told it's like, I guess when you're very passionate about somebody, like, and really passionate about somebody, it's because maybe you guys are supposed to make some babies together. I don't know. So, that's a whole different story. But yeah, so are you going to give this relationship a chance and work on that partnership? I guess this is what I guess that's going to really be up to you guys. Should you? Or do you want to live your life alone? Yeah. Do you really think you're better all alone? Because it's time to take back control of your life and free yourself. So that's where we're going to end the reading here. So let me know that you guys belong to group number 2. Let me know how this plays out. Congratulations, you guys already found your future person. So that's exciting. Did I spoil it? I think I did. And that fact that you guys are supposed to make babies. So why don't you just get on that right now, okay? Okay, maybe that will happen all in one weekend. Like, oh, it's when you really miss somebody. Sometimes we just really miss somebody, right? But okay, guys. Thank you guys so much. Hope you guys have the most amazing weekend. That's definitely gonna be something I feel that you get to decide. Hopefully, you get to find what you're looking for. Anyways, guys. Look at this. There's a lot more that has to come out for you as well. A lot more that has to be said, but I'm gonna leave it for another pile, and I'm going to leave it open-ended because I want you guys to also be surprised since I spoiled who you marry. So, bye. 333, guys, okay? So, your guys' cards, while I was shuffling them from my last pile, already came out. So, I haven't seen them yet, so we're just going to do it a little differently for you guys. A lot has been said, or is about to be said, or is about to come out. And it has been withheld or hidden from you, or it's a surprise. And now I'm going to dive into what it's all about and how the next 3 days, 72 hours, or your next weekend is going to go. Ooh, attraction. Talk about the present moment. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. So you guys cannot read backwards, okay? Present moment, attraction, law of attraction, romantic love. By taking the time to smell the roses. So most likely, you guys, this is going to be about the next 72 hours or the next 3 days. Not so much the weekend, unless it happens to fall on the weekend, okay? Flirt. Extend your light-hearted energy to others. So I do like this. This is very, very like, it's well, it's undescribable, first of all, but it's just like, you're just here in the now with no expectations. So for most of you guys, maybe you don't have like anybody particular in your mind or at all in your life. You're just simply living and showing up every single day and just being you and just enjoying like life and just going through it and just being very like lighthearted. And sometimes that's actually very nice energy. Sometimes it's nice, like, instead of just like always being like so focused, like sometimes it's just like, hey, like you've whatever your situation is, whether you've just got out of a relationship or been single your whole life, or there's just nobody that's come into your life that's special, you just are simply like, it's like a beautiful story that's just waiting to be told. And this can go in so many different aspects. And sometimes that's like the most beautiful moment, like the moment right before all that happens. And a lot of times we are always so in a rush to get to that that experience of love that we forget to take time to enjoy that, the time where we just get to be ourselves and enjoy that time in our life. But when you've been there for like 36 years, like ish, you know, most of my life, I would say like 90% of my life I've been single. So if you do the math with that, 90 times, whatever, I don't want to know. So like I would say like 32 years probably worth being single if I did it right. I think then I'm ready for something a little bit more. Ooh, guys. Da-da, 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 da-da. Speaking of, I'm ready for something more. This could be the one. You've already met the romantic partner you seek. Interesting. So I was just talking about how I didn't think you guys knew somebody. So, or that you're in this moment, you're ready for something more and it comes. Let your friends help you. Ask for and accept support from others. And we got these two cards that come out together. Make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps your guide to take. With passion, allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. So your romantic forecast is actually quite different, but let's I'm getting more that romantic self-love energy for you guys. We do have confirmation of this could be the one, but the energy I'm really picking up on is that this is your romantic forecast is just actually being in that moment that I was just talking about. You know, that moment right before it. So some of you guys, you could even meet this romantic partner or your one after the next 3 days or the next 72 hours or the, you know, sometime after the next weekend, like maybe like the next weekend you meet them, or the week following next weekend, whenever you watch this. So like, let's say you're watching this on like a Wednesday, so then the next week going to be obviously that this video is about would be, you know, that Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then maybe sometime from that Monday to during that next week, you might meet them, most likely. So, which is kind of interesting. But yeah, you're just in this really, like, you're just doing your life, you know? You don't really have, like, any necessary direction or urgency to go there. You know, I see you just, like, you know, being, like, in the present moment. Maybe, like, for some of you guys, it's, like, getting your coffee in the morning and, you know, doing your fun errand runs on that Saturday. And then you have plans to hang out with your friends later on. And then you guys take some time to do something that you're very passionate about or something that you enjoy doing, and you're just kind of just having a good time, like having lightheartedness and just like really being in the present moment. You're not thinking about the past, you don't have any worries of the past, and you're not so concerned about the future, which is actually nice. And then boom, love is gonna come because you've been loving yourself, and this is gonna be the one that you are seeking. Now, for some of you guys, you actually might meet them through from friends. Others of you guys maybe like at a library of some sort. Other you guys, it's just you just simply like doing your everyday thing, you know. I do not think it would be like online, but if you guys do like online, like somehow, you know, it's like part of this energy, then sure. Yeah. So this is actually kind of nice. Let's see if you have any other messages for you guys. So this is different. We did get that, keep an open mind, but let's do something different for you guys. Ooh. Okay. Finances and careers. Financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. Separation, time apart from your partners on the horizon, and chemistry. There's a strong magnetic attraction here. So yeah, I actually think that you guys are more in that single type of energy, that you're focusing on like your career, your finances right now, that you are more than likely than not. I just really am like almost positive sure. Maybe like 4 of you guys are not, and then you guys will be like separated, or 4%. But for the rest of you guys are like not at all have any attachment to anybody. Some 4% for you guys. There is some kind of attachment there is some sort of attachment with somebody, but it's somebody that is on, that you have been separated. Now, I can't tell you like how recent or far the separation is, but it's like 4, very, very teeny tiny % of you guys. And that could have been like somebody due to having career or financial issues, or needing to focus on their career and finances, or you guys had a connection through career finances. And for everybody else, or all you guys, there could also meet through career, you guys' job or career, in finances in some way could be very beneficial to this. But don't worry, guys, separated or nobody at all. You're magnetizing a very magnetic, attraction to you. And you know, because you're the one. So like I said, just you being in your energy, like you just really loving yourself and showing up yourself, you know, that's actually the best energy you can work with. Like, I do miss that in my life. I do really miss that. And it's a lot of times it's very brief. Like, if we really are being honest with ourselves, it's very, very short time that we ever really just like are like not just living for ourselves and not really have anybody particularly on our heart and our mind. And yeah, I do kind of miss that, but I definitely don't need that anymore. I'm definitely 100% sure for that. But I do feel you guys are going to be quite younger. For you guys, I would be really surprised if you were older. Like, I'm talking about like some of you guys are like high school age, like 16, 17, possibly 15, through like your early like college years, or at most 30. But I would say more like around like the school, like high school, college age bracket, you know, where you guys do like have a very exciting weekend every single freaking weekend. So any last messages for you guys' forecast? So more your forecast is just you loving yourself and showing for yourself, and you quickly drawing in that. In fact, this might be your last freaking 3 days to yourself, last freaking weekend. So you might as well enjoy it. Like, you are drawing it. Your energy is so essence. It's like magnetizing. This is like, they cannot help but be drawn to you. Like, this person, like, they cannot help it. Like, I do see that. Like, for some of you guys, you'll just be like, and you're like chill, doing your own thing. Like I said, you're just living, you're doing your own life. And like this, I'm just thinking, like, I seen a person, right? And they just can't help it. Like, they just like, why am I like having to keep being near this person, right? Like, you're just like, I don't know, you just like hang out with your friends, and then like this person's like, you know, like, let's say you're at like a setting where you're hanging out with your friends, and there's like other people there involved, however those people resonate, and every time, like, you know, you're stepping out from one room to another, or, you know, this, you find yourself or you find that there's like a particular person, and they just like come out when you come out and stuff like that, or they're like, you kind of get the feeling that they're a little bit creeping in a sort of way, but like not creeping like creeping, but like creeping because they just simply can't help but want to be near you, which is actually kind of sweet. Like, it's like, you know, but yeah, you are definitely like very magnetizing, very, very. So if you're like scared, maybe you don't, or like, oh no, then, but I do feel like this is something that's like, again, this is as your forecast. And you know what, don't be scared. Like, love is great, guys. A lot of you guys, this could be your very first love, which is very great too, you know. All loves teaches very valuable things. It is better to love than to never love at all. Very, very. For those who, it might be an older group of you guys, which I think it's very few, like very few, far in between. Like, I am hearing like 4, you guys, 4% of you. And that this is somebody that you have been in some sort of separation here. You guys are very much also being very much drawn back to each other. There's very strong magnetic attraction here. I wouldn't be surprised in some way, somehow, that you guys literally are like magnetized back to each other. Like, bam, like you guys, I don't know, not physically crash, God forbid, no, but like somehow there's like some kind of collision, or like you just, somebody's like, I just can't help it anymore, I couldn't be away from you, and they just like, you find them that they like contact you, they're on your door if they know where you live. I don't know, just how, but it's like, again, it's not in a creepy, it's not in a creepy way, guys, I promise. It's just like this person can't help but be near you. There's something about that like energy here, that they just like, no more, they're just like whatever, which is actually good. Like, sometimes we just got to be really, really brave. And this is beautiful because this is also your person for you guys. And there is a lot of passion here. And like, you know, this is also somebody that is going to be somebody that you really can go to as, like, as a friend, like the friend and lovers. Somebody that is very supportive and would support you anytime, any place, anywhere. Someone that's just really just like, I like this image right here. I'm going to focus on these 4. And all 4 of these, they just can't help it not be near each other. Like, it's like they just can't help it. Even if they, but it's not like in a bad way. It's actually quite sweet. Sometimes we have to just allow ourselves to like lead with our heart instead of our mind and stop overthinking. Because there's something that you get from that if you do that. And so anyways, last part of your guys' message here. Ooh. We have getting to know each other. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. These all came out together. Heart-to-heart conversation. Honestly discuss your feelings with one another. Let go of control issues. Allow this situation to unfold naturally. And release your ex energies. Time has come to clear out your energies. So, if you are the person who is just simply showing up and living their life with no expectations, that's because you've already cleared out anything, or if you've never been in a relationship, you are somebody that's not in any way, shape, or form controlling. You're just simply allowing life to unfold as it should. And you are somebody that has no problem communicating whatsoever, and you're very much a very open, honest heart heartfelt conversationalist person. And I do see that when this love does come after this 72 hours, after the next 3 days, and after this freaking weekend, baby, yeah, you're just gonna jump right into, you guys. I do feel like the conversation will be very much a significant communication. And yeah, you guys are just, I do like get this energy that you guys don't have a lot of past baggage. So it's very easy to just kind of flow freely, you know, and just really allow yourselves to, and I do feel it's going to be very quick, you know, very, very quick. And it's just like amazing. You're just like, wow, this is like 2 weeks ago, I was completely single. Like 2 weeks later, I'm like freaking like really like every single day on the phone with this person, like 5 hours a day. Like it just happened so fast. It was just like from one extreme to the other. Okay. So that's kind of like a forecast and a forecast for you guys. Now, for the very, very 4 of you guys, the 4% of you guys, the ones who can't stay away any longer. The reason why you can't, because obviously you miss this person. There's a pull of some sort because you're attracted to them, because you miss them, there's chemistry, you want them. But the other reason why that you're being pulled is because you are typically somebody who goes with the flow of things, or vice versa, or both. And as great as that is, you are needing to speed things up, or spirit or God, the universe is going to speed things up for you, because this situation will take a lifetime to unfold. This is, again, you see how this person, like here, this guy, I'm not sure you guys see, like he's like the woman doing her own thing, and he's watching her, checking her out, but again, it's not creepy. Yeah, that's kind of what it is. They just can't help but be near you. But there is a little bit of an urgency here in regards to that. It's not in controlling, but it has to do with like releasing past energies. It's saying that time has come for you to clear this energy. Okay, so the 3 days, the 72 hours, the weekend, that is the time has come to clear out your energies. You know, I thinking about the movie Ghostbusters, the original one, and in the top and goes, she's like, you know, the traveler has come, make your decision, right? You know, the choice has been made, the traveler has come. It's like there's no other option. Like, it's like the time has come to clear out your energy. Now, for some of you guys, it could have come because you guys been clearing out your energy. You guys have cleared out some past baggage, an ex. For others, you guys, it's because if you were to continue just to allow things to unfold naturally, this might be an ex situation. There ain't no going back. But the universe has to step in to control the situation here because of the lack of control, the lack of direction here. Because there is a need to clear up the energy between you guys, to clear up something. And because the time has come for a heart-to-heart conversation that allows you guys to get to know each other on a deeper level, to honestly discuss your feelings with one another. Now, why? I don't know. But trust that when we are pushed against a wall and when we can't help but find ourselves so drawn and magnetically, you know, attracted to something where we're just like, I felt I had to go here. Like I had no other option. Like I didn't, like you're like, oh my gosh, like why am I on their front door? It's already too late. The reason why is because there is something very much important that's pending that comes from this. and that there is a very time-sensitive issue now with this happening, that spirit and your guys' lives like determines. And so sometimes we're like push because it's like, hey, like there's another part to this, and if you don't do it now, it's now or never. So it's a little bit of an urgency there. So like I said, you might be like you're like, oh my gosh, like why am I knocking on someone's door? Oh my god, what am I doing here? And it's like, oh no, the door's already open. Like, oh my gosh, what am I doing here? You just like, it's like you like wake up all of a sudden right before it's too late, because the universe is telling you, you got to wake up before it's too late. There's something of that energy. So, and speaking of that, again, religious factors. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. What's the next card here? Since that unrequited love, there's not enough attraction in case your relationship is going. And I think it's because of this belief here. I think that you are being called to, and you find yourself on the front door because there's such a strong emphasis and belief on one or both partners that this is totally unrequited. And I think that there's somebody that's interesting, because there's a person here. There is somebody that is in the shadows, whether this is somebody they've ever come across with or not. And I do feel it's going to be with the women, or if feminine, if whatever you resonate with, that is about to cross paths with them. That if this remains unrequited, they will be a thing of the past. There is like, I do see, well, let me actually, well, okay, one second. I'm going to just want to confirm, and we're going to end this for you guys. 222, partnership. Might have a little competition. Let me just see. Interesting. And I do feel it's going to happen really fast. I, like, within the next, maybe as even like, 6 days from now, 72 hours after the 72 hours, or the next weekend, that somebody, that they might be going out and somebody might come across, and somebody is going to come across their path, which would be somebody that they might consider. You might have missed your chance. Let me just see. Interesting. But there is some kind of urgency there, because they're like, hey, if you don't, like, there is like, it's like, I do see like, somebody else. And it's not like, I mean, in the end, there's no mistakes here. That person could have been sent there just to kind of like light a fire under you. But if you don't, your person might end up going with somebody else. And then it's like, you made your choice has been made. The time has come. Interesting, actually. Should I? Yeah, guys, actually. Yeah, deception. Someone is wearing a false self mask in this relationship. Trust. The situation is calling for you to have faith and new love. A new person has stirred your romantic feelings. Yeah, without a doubt. Somebody is about to come across the feminine person's path. This was divinely sent. That if this is not taken, because they have this belief that you don't want to be with them, this new person is going to be who they end up with. And so this is actually, like, to be honest, wow. This is like the time for you to ask yourself, like, do you want to see this person end up with somebody else? Because that somebody else is going to be the person they end up marrying. This is their other option. And like I said, everybody, I do believe that, like, we have like soulmates and like people, but like there is always an option here. And I do believe that this comes for you for a reason, and it is up to you to decide. But you are being, reminded to have faith and to trust this. And so, if this is something you really, really, really want, and you really, really, really are going to hate yourself if you don't take it, then you need to just do that and to take the action. There's nothing to be afraid of. Because obviously you guys are both, like, missing each other, obviously. But if there is any, if you don't want to be true to yourself, or you are not going to be true to yourself and follow your heart's desire, I guarantee you, without a doubt, 4 days after the next 72 hours, after the next 3 days, or after the next weekend, up to the next 2 weeks from now, without a doubt, your person will already be courted by a new person. And it's confirmed by 2025. And that's the person not only they end up the year with, but that one person that they may spend the next 25 years with. And so that's going to be quite a long time before you get your chance again. And this is also somebody who could be very much a match for them as well. But I believe that you are the one that they're supposed to be with more, because Spirit's really pushing for you to do that. So, and maybe that's something you're like going to be concerned about too, like that you're afraid that you're not a match for them, but you are. You're being pushed to do that. So anyways, guys, your forecast, guys, let me know. I think that hopefully you see this before it's too late. So obviously if you don't see it, then it's either it hasn't happened yet or it wasn't meant to. But anyways, you guys, let me know. Actually, please, if that's what you really want, I think you need to go after that. But anyways, bye. My last and least group, or my last but not least, number 4. So we're going to shuffle these cards for you guys. Whew. Number 3. Well, went from one extreme to another. So let's kind of clear that out for you guys. I'm always taking up donations for, stuff to better improve these videos or channel. If anybody feels guided, I'm just kidding. But seriously though, I know some people do that, but if anybody wants like a live reading, I'd be like open to doing that sometime in the next week here. It would be through a exchange though. But I will give away the first 1 to 3 people a free reading. Obviously the first one's gonna get the bigger one. I didn't even do a free drawing reading, so. My 4 fours. Your romantic forecast. The next 72 hours. The next 3 days, next weekend. This feels like not right. For a lot of reasons. Things just don't feel right for a lot of reasons for you guys. Why? What doesn't feel right? Because you're even now. Usually the about. Does it start to feel better? I looked all cute for no reason. It's okay, guys. You know why? Because it's okay. It's always meant to be. It was always meant to be that way. Like, stop overthinking things. What's meant for you will always happen. You don't have to do anything special, but just simply be alive and receive as long as you're breathing. We don't know what the factors are going on in our lives. We may, you're like, oh no, I missed my chance. Girl, guy, come on. It's just getting started. You get to look cute every day. Ooh, let go of control issues. Allow the situation to unfold naturally and new love. A new person has stirred romantic feelings. So just kind of what I was just saying, actually. By the way, I want to show my face for you guys, just because. How I was just saying how to just simply be and just allow things that it's always meant to be. That's what's not feeling right. Just you not being in control. But that's what you're being called to do the next 72 hours, next 3 days, the next freaking weekend. It's kind of a song, guys. This is not going to derail love from coming into your life. This is not going to... Because you know why? Because simply it's showing right here we have new love. Never force anything, never, you know what I mean? We have an idea. Oh my gosh, like I was supposed to have it like this way, but you know what? Guess what? You don't know what other aspects or energies are going on. Maybe it was meant to not happen that the next day you're just doing your own thing. You're like, oh my gosh, came to me, right? There is definitely love and new love. A new person, feelings, romantic feelings being stirred. Could this be about new love? You just like letting go, letting God, trusting. Might just be it. It might be good enough. My cat, he's so silly. He's sleeping. What's he doing? It's like sleeping upside down, their eyes open. Sometimes they're weird. Also, it's like whenever we try to force things, or like we're so desperate too, it's just like it doesn't happen right. It's just never right. It's never gonna be right. As much as like we have timelines, it's never right. So it's for us, so it's not right. This might be your guys' reading actually, because you guys are not getting too much more than that. Maybe you just got to get yourselves right, your mind right. Let go. But this is supposed to be your forecast for the next 3 days, next 9 hours, next weekend. Gotta be a little bit more. Does there really have to be more though, like 9? Or are we putting self-imposing, self-limiting expectations on us? Is this also a form of controlling you let go? So that's how you do things. Very soon. Clearly decide what it is that you want now. Or clearly decide what you want so that comes to you now. So yes. Your forecast. Deciding clearly what it is that you want. So some of you guys, this might be just, your forecast could just be you like putting that list together, what you're looking for, just letting go of control. Just stop like putting yourself in situations or surrounding yourself with people or scheduling your life to put yourself so that love is perceived. Like, you know, I remember my one friend, she's like, oh, let's go here, here, here. There can be guys like, and I never got that. Like, I think, yeah, it's important, but it's like, oh, well, you know, why would you go there, you know, or why would you do that? That's not where you're gonna meet people. I don't always do things so I can go and meet the love of my life, believe it or not, okay? If you are always doing something for the intent in that, then you know what? You're not gonna know yourself. You go and live your life, and just love shows up. That's how it is. That's always been my belief. I hate dating sites. Done the dating sites. I am not the type of person where I'm gonna like go to a specific place with the intent to meet somebody. If I have to do that, I have to ask myself why. Like, you know, I was like recently suggested, like at my job, like one of my customers, She's like, oh, you need to like go down to the Huntington Beach or Dana Point and go hang out with all those type of people, and so that way you can find yourself a nice wealthy person to take care of you. And I was like, what the heck? First of all, that I didn't even ask for any advice. Second of all, I am not looking for something like that. I don't like going to, I would never want to live in Orange County. Nothing against that. It's just not for me. I know that for myself. Why would I need somebody rich to take care of me? That's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for love, real, true, authentic love, right? So that's why I don't put myself in those situations. Hello? Because, you know what I mean? I didn't wait all this lifetime just so that I end up like doing that. And I was just like, okay, like, that's not what I was looking for. Like, you know what I mean? And it's like, yeah, I don't need to put myself in a situation like that. If I have to do that, then that's not for me. You know, it's like you taking up a new interest or hobby because you are really secretly hoping to meet somebody. But when, let's say you do meet somebody and they find out that you have no interest in that, does that really work out? No. How about you just are living your life, and if it's really for you, it just happens. You know what I mean? Like, that's sometimes like how you should look at things, you know? Like, just live your everyday life. Because that person that you are looking for, who is going to be, you know, in some aspect mirroring you, is going to be doing the same freaking thing. You know, you can't be somebody who's an introvert who stays at home, all of a sudden going out every single weekend, and you meet somebody who's very extroverted, very sociable. What do you do after that? Somebody's going to have to change their ways. Most likely the introvert, because they were the one who put themselves in that situation to begin with. No. How about instead you be true to yourself and you just stay at home and you meet them online? Or maybe, you know, if you got lucky, they came to your front door. You know, which I've done that actually. I actually did that. I thought that was going to freaking work out. I thought, let's be really brave and romantic and go knock on somebody's door that you haven't seen in 7 years. I was just kind of curious if it worked out, and it didn't. And I was like, yeah, that doesn't. That was just obviously not the right person for you. But I also thought about if I was that person who was actually like trying to find me like a few months before that. This was like a few years ago. And I didn't hear from that person that I was looking for. And then 3 months later, which isn't really that long of time afterwards, this person happens to show up on my front doorstep. This would have been me. 11/11. I would have been like, thank you, God. Like one of those moments where you're like, oh my gosh, it's like a sign. It's like where somebody's like, I'm thinking like a movie picture and somebody's like struggling and all of a sudden a big pot of gold falls down. It'd have been like, hello, like in front of your face, like this was hand delivered to your front doorstep, right? Like that does not ever happen, okay? And so guess what? The person who's standing at your front doorstep who thought that'd been the most romantic thing because that's what they thought that the connection was all about feels really, really stupid and confused for 2 years afterwards because they're like, what the heck? This is like, you know, something that I took bravery to. I thought that we had something special. In fact, I was even being called and got guided to take these steps, and I did it, and it didn't freaking work out. And this guy was looking for me, which I hadn't heard from in years, and it was only 3 months, and I had my reasons why, and I didn't receive it. Okay. Sorry, I was just getting something. Anyways, but yeah. And I was there and like showed up at their doorstep, and guess what? No action was taken. So realistically, I guess they weren't really looking for me after all, or they weren't with everyone. But never ever step out of your alignment and your true self looking for love, because what happens if you do find that love and you weren't being true to yourself, or you were doing something out of the ordinary that's not something that you can keep up with the rest of your life? It's going to cause a problem there. Now, if you're always stuck at home every single day and you never do make the intent to be online, well, then you probably are going to need to change something about yourself, okay? So that might be what you're doing this weekend, is really like deciding like, is like what I'm doing like serving my highest good? Or, you know, if you're somebody that always goes to the bars, for instance, and you're looking for something more serious, you might want to be like, hey, I might want to do something different now in my life. See, because I don't think that there's somebody that you are, I do see that this is going to be for those who are looking for something new. And also a new change in your life. So yeah, there is going to have to be there is going to have to be like some kind of newness. I mean, obviously, you know, when you are single, then that's new, but also maybe just like a new change, like maybe a new route to work, or maybe you try a new dating site if you're an introvert, or maybe you decide that you don't want to go to the bars anymore and you decide you want to go to instead spend your weekends doing like something that's sort of similar but not, like maybe like, I don't know, like line dancing. I'm just going to use that as an example. It doesn't have to be drastic, and it shouldn't be drastic. It shouldn't be that much of a big deal because, but, and again, not in a way that's controlling, but maybe that's something that you need to consider. So we do have the card here, quite random, that your love life is being affected by children. So maybe for children, interesting, involved. So for some of you guys, maybe if you have children or pets of some sort, maybe you end up like meeting this person through like got children's school, like a class time for your pet for. Maybe you guys actually like end up like for some of you guys, like let's say you guys are an introvert person and you're just like online dating or something, and you see somebody that's new, somebody you've never been with before, but there's a tie to your childhood past here. I do get for some, now that I'm looking at this, you guys could be possibly a single parent, or this new person could be a single parent. And again, that's super important because, you know, you can't be like a single parent and you date like somebody's partner. Like you do have to be like, again, that energy that resonates. But maybe, for example, of newness, it's like they're a single parent and they take their, you know, kids to the movies, like, you know, during their weekends, and you usually are the type of person that decides to Netflix and chill on your single nights with your wine, and you're like, you know what, I think I'm just gonna go to the movies to date an actual movie and actually go to the movie theater and experience that. Like I said, it's not much of a big deal, and then boom, they're there. It's like I said, something like that. It's not too much of a change, but it's like, okay, you're still doing what you like to do because you can still watch movies at home. It's just there for now, and that's how you meet them. So, but like I said, not a drastic change, not a big deal change, all right? That's just the first example I could think of. But there's a lot of depiction here, more of two people. So that might just be like a fourth of you. Interesting. As soon as you just make like this little not big deal new change, or I think you put yourself in the right place at the right time. So maybe this is just what you do this weekend. You're like, you know what? My plan's canceled. We were going to go to Buffalo Wild Wings, you know, for drinks. But you know what? I decided I wanted to go to that movie theater instead in that parking lot. And you meet them. Or like another example is, you know, you made plans and I'm just going to use that because it's what I'm thinking of. Your plans end up changing for whatever reason. You're like, you know what? I think I'm going to go online and try out the dating website, you know, something in regards to a shift that is kind of like very prevalent. And whatever the 72 hours in the weekend or the next 3 days, that actually brings in that for you guys. Now, if you're feeling good, maybe you guys decide to go to a new church. You guys decide, hey, you know what? You got invited to church, and this could be a message for you. Or that's like with the crown chakra, I'm thinking more of the crown chakra. It's just like you kind of follow like your instinct in a way, but it's not like you don't overthink it. You're like, you know what? I decided I'm just going to actually do this thing this weekend. Like for once in my life, started talking about, I'm actually going to go do that. And because you followed that for just one moment of your life, you find your person, your new person. It's like, yeah, I was just being called to go to this grocery store today. I don't know. Oh, wow. So too many cards. So we're going to leave it at that. So the situation involves marriage and finances and career. Financial issues are affecting your love life right now. So yeah, this is some of you guys, this could be like, you guys could actually be like either recently like divorced or recently are experiencing or have experienced like issues in regards to career finances, or this person has. I'm also getting for a lot of, like, it's kind of not. So if you like guys are like, one person's a single parent, one person's not. There may be like a little bit of like an age gap here. Like, I don't think it's quite a big deal. Or like one person was already married and that's how they have the kid. Now they're like out of divorce, and the other person's like never been married. There's still a little bit of an age gap. I would think that the absolute most would be like 10 years, but I don't think that. I'm seeing more like, I'm just gonna throw an example out there. Like, we have somebody who's like 25, 24, like they're just like newly out on their own for the first time, and then they meet somebody who's like, you know, 30 or 29 or something like that. Or like, if you're my age, you know, you are like, I'm thinking 4 years. Yeah, 4 years. I like you know, like 36 and 40. Not too much of a big gap, a little bit. But for one of you guys, there could be either children involved, or you guys have been married beforehand. It's not that big of a deal for you guys, obviously. Or changing career. And that's why you also have not met until this time. It's just like I said, it was just a little tweak. But this is actually the person that you actually will marry. And it's like, wow, I'm so glad that I just decided that those plans didn't end up working out, or that I ended up going to that place and going out to the movies that day. And all because you simply got clear and just went after it. Instead of like, oh, I'm not really sure why, you just kind of allowed things to flow. You listen to your higher self, your intuition. And I'm going to end it with that too. And just to confirm that, it's a heart-to-heart conversations, but again, listening to your intuition. It only takes 17 seconds, guys. Sometimes you're just like, it's like simple. It's like, you know what? It's not a big deal. I'm just going to go ahead and check out that coffee shop. I wanted to go anyways, you know? Something like that. And I think that that's the energy that comes from this next 3 days or 72 hours or this weekend. It could very much happen. Actually, and because of that, you know, new person comes in, and, you know, this person, you guys are going to get married. So, yay, guys. So let me know, guys, that resonates. I hope you guys liked this. It was kind of fun. Yeah, so that's actually kind of cool. It's this, like, right place, right time. So, you know, and I think that it's, I enjoyed doing all these readings for you guys. So, and again, I trust that for myself as well, that everything is meant to be. So, until next time, bye. Thank you to all my subscribers. If you have not yet, click that subscribe button below to be notified when I post new content. If you're interested in contacting me, please visit the channel page. Much love always, Jenna.